Hi everyone, this is Julie here from the Scraps of My Life. I wanted to do a quick video as possible on this journal that I have made for a custom order for someone, and I wanted to do it as a reference for them to show them if they need showing. I mean, some people fully know what to do with a handmade journal, and some people, like I've never seen it, they don't want to touch it because it's they feel like they're going to mess it up. So that's not the case because I want to quickly and briefly show my journal that I just absolutely love and I use and I write in quite often, where I had stopped writing for so long, and I made this little journal and I write in it very often. So, and I truly enjoy doing so because I miss writing so very much. So before I show this one here, maybe I'll start this one and then reference back to mine. How's that? Now it is standing up a little because I do not, this journal is made of coffee dyed papers, which looks like this. Okay, so you take paper and you coffee dye it, coffee stain it. It does different ways with different, the paper takes it differently. So some of them are kind of busy and some of them are very plain. Um, but it's to make the paper look old and vintage looking. Got some more stuff under here I was going to show you. So this is coffee dyed paper. So that's what is in this book. Also, there is scrapbook papers that are printed and colorful, such as these. So I'll show you what's going on. The cover is decoupage scrapbook papers, layered over top of a file folder that I have folded and manipulated to be a cover for this book. On the outside of the spine here, I have embossed a very heavy craft paper that is non-tearable. It won't tear. You can squash it, but you can't tear it. So if somebody was to, if you were to somehow smash your book, it would smash it, but it might help. It does help sturdy it. Unlike paper, it does not keep a shape unless you really, really crease it. So it will help the integrity of your book by having this on here. Also, it's very pretty and leather looking. So it's embossed and colored by hand. There are two signatures, which is distinguished by these two stitches here. And everything is stained, and there's some stamping. There's some jeweled ornaments that are glued on here. And the back cover is done in a matte finish completely. The front, I did two different kinds. I did one kind on the underside here, and well, it says it's matte, but it doesn't really look the same for some reason. So it looks like a more shiny texture, but I did do some gold stamping, and that's metallic looking to keep the doily from being torn up. So there's some stamping here, and there's a matte finish, and the inside of I'm going to flip right to the center here where the two signatures meet. The inside is also a second layer, as well as the outside of the file folder paper to strengthen this, and then it's been stamped and stained and left this far apart so that you can use a calendar or note paper or the TN style. I don't have one right here in front of me, but the TN style notebook paper or whatever. I mean, they sell all sorts of notes and all sorts of things can be fit in here with a band that goes on those TN style books, and you can just put the band right over all of this because they're kind of long, and you just fit it over this, put your band there, and then find the center of your TN or your calendar or whatever you'd like to put in here that would fit, and you slip it under that band, and voila, you have another part to your book. And I've made it so that it's got enough room to actually hold something else. So you see it can hold quite a lot, whether you add a lot of extra note paper in here or whatever you write on, pictures and everything, which I'll show you in mine. Um, you'll find that it holds it well. The reason that's puffy is because it's brand new made, and this tightness of the stitches of the signatures has it kind of puffing out. But if you were to, you know, set something on it, and as you use it, as you can see, mine here has more stuff in it because I've been using it and adding to it, but still it's not, you know, horrible because it's used to me using it for now by now. So anyway, the front pocket there, I wanted to quickly show you. There are going to be paper clips. Yours are going to be more decorated, of course, and then little corner pockets. See, there was something particular I wanted to show you here, and it's already slipped my mind. So I'll go ahead and start with yours, and if I see something, I'll refer back to my book. So the front page here, the front cover, has a pocket that is secured at the top and bottom, so you can slide things underneath. This is a nice sturdy pocket. It also sturdies the corners of the book well. These are some extra paper that I've used in the book in order for you to cut or fold or whatever to write on, because most of the backs are, even this one like this has already been folded. So see, and you can do what you please. There's also a belong to tag if you'd like to use it. Glue it down somewhere with a glue stick or double-sided tape. Over here, this is your cover page of your first signature. That page opens up and there's a bifold writing card in there made from scrapbook paper. This is what I call a lean-to pocket. It's really not a pocket at all. It's just a snippet holder. That's probably more sensible to call it that. When you have snippets of paper that you find yourself, you know, you're jotting down something, a date or something that you really need to remember, you come home and you slide it underneath your journal to hold it, or until you can write it into your journal. You know, that is totally up to you, but that's what this little doodad is, and I just love the fact you can actually, if you decide to write something on this page, you can actually put a date here and any other important information to title the page. That is totally up to you. So there are flip outs, they're called. There's something that's attached to the page that flips open to extend your writing surface, and you just flip those out and write on them. This is a small one here. There's washi tapes in here. I've tried to use tape, not tape, but glue to reinforce the washi tape to keep it from coming up, because that can be an issue with washi tape. You can use washi tape in here to tab little things down if you like, but I would use a glue stick to extra hold that down if I were you, because washi tape sometimes has a tendency not to hold well. Done some stamping, and this is glitter spray or a mist spray, and it kind of makes the pages shimmer. Very pretty. Some scrapbook paper, stamping here. Little lace ribbon tied on the edge piece here. So this is another little thing. This is actually can be held without this, but I put it here to extra secure these little papers here. So flip outs, and I'm not going to show every little detail here. Some lace that's been sewn to this page. I didn't sew anything to any page that I didn't feel was able not to hold the thread, so very careful to make sure that would work. Glassine bag that's been decorated, and some hand-cut butterfly and hand stain so that you can write on that. That's one reference I can make to my album here. I have several butterflies in my book that I have written on and love writing on shape things, and so I kind of added that to your book as well in the color theme. This is a glassine bag that I've cut and decorated and added a little tag there. And these little things like this are just done for layered texture or to make it look dimensional. Um, so, you know, it's just to add interest because, well, most of us, especially creative people, love interest. So instead of a flat piece of paper, you know, I did add quite a lot of things to most of the book, but there is a lot of writing space, and there's hardly anything in this book, if anything, that you cannot write on. There are two little pockets. There's one on this one and one on the page continues to the other side. This is a slip-through pocket here, so it will hold this that's been put here, but that's what that is. Paper clip here holding this large tag in place. Slip pocket here. Going towards this is a slip pocket. Going towards the center of the book. This is for decoration, really, and maybe to hide some writing you don't want popping up every time you open the book or to someone else to see. And this is just threads from the signatures. If you don't like them, you can cut them down a little and make them less noticeable. That is completely up to you, but these are little punched butterflies that I put on the ends. Okay, some more coffee dyed paper, slip pockets. There's the other side of that pocket. This is old ledger paper here from a small ledger. Just some writing paper here. Another glassine, other side of that glassine bag with a tag in it. Lace. Flip outs. Lace for interest, really. That's all that is. Goes around to this side. This is a slip-through pocket here. Lace doily, just for texture and interest and color. Torn pocket that I've glued on here, and you can put a very large piece of paper in here, but right now this little tag is in here. This is a little slip-through pocket. I just did this as a collage, like stamped this. I thought that was really cute, so I added that. The butterfly does not. This butterfly does not come up. It is glued down to the page over here. Some stamping and washi tape. Center of the signature here, so we go to the second signature. And I'm just going to go ahead and flip through this. That's a little button that's sewn on. So don't be afraid to use your journal. This is embossed. This is a little paper bag that I have secured from the sides popping open with this. That can be adjusted, but there is quite a lot of room in there, as you can see, and I've just punched the edge of it to make it more decorative. Very nice. This is not your lunch bag paper. This is very smooth, heavy, durable paper bag. So don't be afraid to use it. It is not. It won't break. It won't tear up. These corners flip up for writing. This is just slip under, pockets, and you can slip little messages and whatnot under those. This little butterfly does come off. So they're really fun to use, these books. This is the center of this signature. Some more butterflies. So don't be afraid to use them. And if you pull on something it doesn't come out, well, then it's probably not supposed to come out. This is a flip book that's put together with coffee dyed paper inside. So, yeah. This is a envelope that I cut down and made smaller and lined it with scrapbook paper to make it really cute. Recreased it. You can journal on the envelope itself, or you can write and put something in it. This butterfly is just for decoration. This is like this is really just paper folded into to look like an envelope, but it's really for writing. One of those things like we did in school, you know. So there's that. And also I've made it into a pocket. So you have a hidden place here for a message with some lace on the edge of that. And this is the other side of that paper bag, and I made it into like a slip pocket and made a little booklet that goes underneath there, and made this little guy here that just opens up like so. Of course, you could always put more in there if you like. This is just to write down on an event or a special day that happened. This goes over here, and inside there I've put a tag. I cut the end of the bag open so it can be used to slide messages in, paraphernalia, whatever. And this side will be shorter because of the bag, and then there's also the longer bit over here on this side, as you can see. Okay, so right here this flips open, and this is just supposed to be like a guest check, and it's just for writing. Paraphernalia, just cute things to add to the feel of the book. And the purpose of coffee dyeing and making the book in the manner it is to give it an old feel, like it's been around since you were a kid and been writing in it your whole life. It's not made to feel like a brand new spanking book journal you buy from Amazon. This is a little trinket with a little leaf tied on here that slips through, and it holds this closed, is all this is. So it's just, just for cuteness. And also serves a purpose of a little heart just slips right through there. It also serves the purpose of holding, like if you have something a little more bulky and you want to hold it in place, like an envelope per se that you receive from somewhere and you want to keep that. This here opens. If you remove this paper clip, this will open. And then this is the back of the book, and it is also a slip pocket under there to put anything, snips of paper or whatever from your day, and you don't have time to write it in at the moment. And then that's the back cover. So I wanted to do a video on this real quick. I hope that you like it and enjoy it for, well, at least a couple years to come. It should last you for a while. I just love mine. I just love my journal, and I love writing in it. And when I need something, when I feel inspired and I want to write something down, like right now, I can come here, and if I don't want to write directly on the paper, I can write it like I did here. And, like this is a tag I wrote on, just stuck it in here. I can write on it and just stick it in here, or a picture I want to put in here, and I just lay it in here until I get my glue stick out or whatever, get my journaling together. But I do journal. I do journal immediately so that I can, have it like I wrote on this little slip of paper here and stuck it under a paper clip. Same thing here with the pockets. I have a photo that I have stuck in here when one day that I spent, first time in a while, doing a lot of coffee dyed paper, and I thought it was so pretty. I just want to take a picture of it, and I journaled about it and stuck this picture with it, and there it is, right there's a little note. And so yeah, I really enjoy and this right here, let me show you. These are pieces of paper, just strips of paper that you cut to trim the pages to make them the size you want them. And that's what I did. I just took a piece of scratch paper. I wrote a title on it, and then there was something I wanted to say, and I wrote it here. So that kind of like brings my attention back to this. It's not just I'm writing and dating every day. I am featuring what I'm saying so that it'll stand out to me and be something that I'll say, hey, what did that say, So yeah, so I wanted to real quickly show you this. Like I said, I have had a blast writing in mine. And I hope you enjoy yours as well. And I'm done. I'm going to go ahead and get this packaged up and get it mailed. And thanks for watching. And if anyone has any questions, you can ask, and any comments, you may leave them. And I hope everybody has a great and wonderful day. Thank you.